From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Thursday, June 20th. I'm Mike Ludlum. The annual Greg Johnson Memorial American Legion Baseball Tournament is underway down in Delta County. The state, regional, and almost World Series champion Midland Berryhill is in the tournament once again. And Berryhill's first game last night was against the home Escanaba Cubs. Cubs might want to think about changing that schedule. Berryhill's Ashton Cooley with the bases loaded hit that's going to get 2 runs in the first inning, giving Berryhill a 3-0 lead. Cubs come back in the bottom half after a walk. Hunter Landcore, nice bunt, throws a little off line, so he is safe. And Escanaba's getting a little bit of a rally going. Next, with Jake Anderson at the plate, a wild pitch will score Noah Landcore to make it 3-1 after the overthrow, gets right back up and scores. However, that would be the extent of the Cubs' offense. Berryhill would put things together. Shane Jude with the 2-run single in the fourth, and Midland went on to win easily 11-1. Game number 2, the tournament defending champions, the Pierre Pioneers, against 2-time defending state champion Gladstone. And that's the Indians' Dan Martin going out the right field, and that one is over the fence for a 2-run homer and an early lead. 5th inning now, Gladstone leads 4-3, but De Pere's Colin Litz will get this base hit with 2 out. That brings in the tying run, and they would win it on a wild pitch. So De Pere picks up this victory 5-4. This tournament runs through Sunday. Also in Legion baseball, but not associated with that tournament, Negaunee defeated Newberry 12-7. And in Old Timers softball, Negaunee gets the best of Gwinn 17-9. Top senior softball players from the Western and Central UP converged on Negaunee yesterday for the annual tournament, the All-Star based softball game, I should say, at Lacombe Field. We will pick this one up early in game number 1. South has the bases loaded. Norway's Ada Van Halla with a shallow fly ball that gets to the outfield grass for a hit. Escanaba's Lexi Shaler scores, then Rapid River's Jaden Schwartz. Eden Oswald of Bark River Harris slides in right here. And then when the throw goes to third, Van Halla takes off for the plate. The catcher doesn't notice, and doink, gets hit right in the foot by the ball. And a Little League inside the park home run for Van Halla and the South with a 4-0 lead. Second inning for the North, Negaunee's Abby Nelson with a runner on finds the gap in right center. Negaunee's Peyton Drew goes to third, and Nelson eventually would end up on second base. Moments later, Hancock's Delaney Hainanen in the batter's box. She will ground out to first base. Sierra O'Rodnick of Barker Harris makes the play there. Drew scored on the play, but the South would end up winning both games 11-8 and 12-6. The Gray Walls Golf Course at the Marquette Golf Club recently received very good news from Golf Digest. That publication says Gray Walls is the 54th best public course in the country. Gray Walls is a 6,828-yard par 71. This is a look at hole number 6 from the championship tees. UP golfers know how good the area courses are, but it's getting the proper people to rate the course that's held Gray Walls back from not getting into the top 100. Well, not anymore. We will also take a look at the 8th hole from the ground superintendent's point of view.
We need the raters, a certain amount of raters to get up to Marquette to rate it. And the ceiling on Golf Digest was 40 raters had to rate it before it could be published at top 100 in the country. And it took us a while to get there, but we finally did, and now it's getting the accolades it deserves.
On the right side, the rocks, obviously working around those, trying to keep those groomed down around them. So if your ball does go in there, you can locate it and find it. This is probably one of the easier holes to maintain because the fairway is fairly flat compared to the others. But the tee boxes, which you can't see are behind you, are difficult to maintain. They sit up on rock outcrops and a lot of walk mowing handwork.
There's so many different parts to this golf course. It's not seeing one thing in one location. We have great vistas to Lake Superior. We have huge rock formations in the Gray Wall section. We have our valley holes. It's loaded with sand bunkers. So it's a total experience. You experience every element in the Midwest on this golf course.
Previously, Golf Week magazine had Gray Walls ranked number 2 in the Michigan for places you can play, number 30 in the country for places you can play, and number 82 on the modern course list.